Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get this party started. Let's get it cracking like, and let's get it popping with Porsha Williams and Dennis McKinley. These guys heard the rumors. It's going down. Tasha K allegedly exposed some things about, Dennis McKinley. Allegedly likes the white line, that white horse. Allegedly likes, different women. Allegedly rips off women. Allegedly steal people's ownerships of businesses and actually finesse women out of their money. Allegedly, a source told Tasha K this personal information, and it is what it is. Like, what is really going on? Then allegedly, Porsha may not be pregnant by Dennis McKinley. Allegedly, it might be the other boyfriend she was seeing at the time. She was at Shamia's party and she showed up with this guy. So it's allegedly all the way through. It's allegedly. I'm just like, OMG, it's going down. So what is going on? So Dennis McKinley had supposed to allegedly finesse this woman named Shanise Thomason, basically out of her money, Queen Virgin Remy hair and all this other stuff. Basically, she invested $60,000 into the business. Allegedly, Dennis McKinley got a trademark in his name, put everything in his name, and basically, Shanise Thomason, she actually put her hopes and dreams into Dennis McKinley because he's a sweet talker, allegedly, and then come to find out, she owns nothing of the business and has no name and no claim to nothing, but she was friends with celebrities and she got the hair popping, she got the Virgin Remy hair and retail stores and had celebrities wearing the hair too as well. I was like, OMG, it's going down, baby. So she realized that she didn't have no money and he kicked her out. She was pregnant, allegedly. And then she was really upset to see Dennis McKinley with Porsha Williams and rubbing her belly when she allegedly had to have a late term abortion, allegedly, or she had a miscarriage. All this is allegedly, and it went down. I was like, what is going on with this situation? I was just like, OMG, like, goodness gracious, great balls of fire, what is going on? And then on top of that, Mrs. Thompson, her daughter was still worked for Dennis McKinley, basically getting information, working into his stores. And then she came out and she spoke against Dennis McKinley, saying he's this, he's that, he did all these bad things, and he robbed her mother and all this kind of stuff. And basically, Shanise Thompson, she went to court and she actually had a settlement with Dennis McKinley. And basically, she has some money, but she's not allowed to talk about the situation at all. She's not allowed to say anything because it was settled out of court. And basically, the documents are sealed for her to say anything publicly about Dennis McKinley because she got some of her award. But it's alleged that Dennis McKinley has $60 million in the bank. So we see why the mama wants a prenup. She wants a prenup fast in a hurry. It was like, And it could be why, Dennis McKinley's mother, Gina wanted him to hurry up and marry Porsha because, he be out here finessing women and his attention doesn't stay that long to one woman because allegedly he has 100 names tattooed on his body. So it is what it is with that situation. So now we see why the prenup is a big deal to the mama because he got $60 million allegedly in the bank. And then allegedly Dennis McKinley went after Lil Wayne's ex-wife, went after her and got her money, her trademark. I was like, OMG. Toya Wright, he took Toya's Wright money, and Toya Wright's trying to get back on her feet. She can't really use her name because Dennis allegedly trademarked her name and all this other stuff and basically just used her and threw her out to the streets. And that's why Candy allegedly was trying to put the story out there on Real Housewives of Atlanta to actually warn Porsha about the situation. I was like, okay, so there's a whole lot going on. It's a whole mystery man out here with Dennis McKinley, allegedly from Tasha K's source. Allegedly. All this is allegedly, baby. But all it does say is, like, what is Porsha going to do about this situation? Like, if any of this is true, but we know there was a lawsuit between Shanise Thomason and Dennis McKinley, and she did get a settlement. And basically, right now, he's in litigation when it comes to two other women allegedly that he owes money, and he beat out of their money, and he finessed them with his mouthpiece. So that's all allegedly. So we'll see what happens with this situation. But Porsha Williams, protect your neck, protect your back. But sometimes it's good to know what someone's past is. You know, sometimes you have to judge some people by their past order to know where their future is going. So this is a crazy situation, but at least now she knows what's going on. And I believe that if everybody else know, Porsha Williams does know, and she does talk about, she has an accountant, she has a lawyer, she has all types of stuff, you know, to protect her because of a prenup. And she did talk about a prenup where Ebony, and she said prenups are not really that important, but she is working on a prenup with Dennis McKinley before they get married in January. So we'll see what happens with that situation. I was just like, girl, you better get a prenup. You better get an ironclad prenup. You better make sure you don't leave empty-handed like the situation went down with you and Cordell Stewart, baby girl. Because, you know, we want, you know, Porsha Williams to be happy, and everybody doesn't have a clean past. Everybody has done some things, been through some things. Some people's past are worse than other people's past, but doesn't mean that they can't change. So hopefully maybe he changed, maybe he didn't change. But right now we know that Porsha's involved with some type of situation with Dennis McKinley, you know, basically want to stream after Bravo Real Housewife of Atlanta streams their, you know, show. Then he wants to continue streaming in the house basically because he has a streaming service. It's called Peach Lemonade, I believe. I did a video on this about a couple of days ago. So the producers over there at Real Housewives of Atlanta are not too happy with Dennis wanting to cash in and make extra money off of Porsha Williams and actually star in this streaming service that he has started. But you know, you got to start somewhere. But just as long as Porsha is protected and making sure that her contract is ironclad or it's basically in her benefit with Bravo and also with the streaming services, because it can go hand in hand. It can help her or it can hurt her, but you know, it is a good idea to have a streaming service too as well, because people want to know about your life. And then, you know, Bravo gets most of the money from Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise and all that other stuff. Now, if she can stream at home with her husband and her child and open that up and then actually talk about, you know, what they just filmed, or talk about, you know, how she feels about, you know, what just went down with, you know, the cast or whatever, that is good too as well. But it's not like it's on a network or anything like that. So it'll open up her up to more, you know, she could be like the Kardashians, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with that situation. But it's alleged that he wants to be a star, and basically he goes around and he uses women to get what he need. You know what I'm saying? Because he really wants to build a brand and he really wants to be on TV. That's his dream. That's his dream. And if he found a woman that's already on TV and she can help him and he can help her and they can help each other and they can build a family and grow from it, then that's good too as well. But Porsha just needs to be careful because sometimes there's snakes in the grass. But it's good to know somebody's past and not be surprised about their past. That way, if Porsha has all this information about Dennis McKinley's past, with other women and lawsuits and business dealings that he had in the past, hopefully she'll make sure she make the right decision and she protect herself, and she always have her attorneys on deck, and she makes sure her attorneys are private from Dennis, and she has some people that she can trust that are consultants and that can help her out in this situation, because we all know that Porsha Williams is not going to break up with Dennis McKinley because of these rumors and because of this situation, because I believe she already knows about this situation and she wants to get married to him. And you can tell that Porsha loves, you know, Dennis McKinley. She loves him a lot, but hopefully she can love too as well, but use her brain at the same time. And it seems like Porsha Williams is down to do that too, because she said she doesn't want to end up in a situation like she was with, you know, Cordell Stewart, where she get kicked out the house and she ends up with nothing and she has to go move with her mama. So all we can do is send our best wishes to Porsha, and she makes sure she protect herself too as well, because just because somebody has prior bad acts doesn't mean that they're going to be bad with you. Maybe they learned from their mistakes. Maybe Porsha is the one, we don't know, because they're saying that allegedly he has a good mouthpiece. Allegedly, you know, he's good with the tongue, allegedly. So we'll see what happens with this situation. But we wish Porsha Williams the best of luck, and please protect yourself, protect your neck, protect your back, protect yourself. Protect your daughter. Make sure no matter what goes down and what happens between you and Dennis, that you and your daughter is secure and have a great financial future. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples.